All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarasun said he kicked back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join the link right down in the video description. Send the chat, click it. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Susan Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. I want you to go to my home page, family. Check out the playlist of exclusive membership videos, and you can see what we got on the menu for our members. That's right. It's going down, family. Of course, matter of fact, this Sunday is going down. We talking about creatures from the Caucasus, the Uralian origins of the Uralian monkey, creatures from beyond the damn Caucasus. That's right. We're going beyond the Caucasus, fam. We're going up in the cave. Get your light, get your flashlight. That's right. Get your work boots on because we going hunting, family. That's right. This Sunday, October the 6th, $10, family, 3 hours of exhilarating, heart pumping research material, man, that cannot be duplicated by no scholar on the planet. That's guaranteed. So click that link and I'm going to see you this Sunday. Origins of the Uralian monkey. That's right. Creatures from beyond the Caucasus. Okay. Ring the alarm, SETI.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got this natural men's tonic, and I'm telling you, they're getting it too, because they already know. You feel me? Extra strong, vigor and vitality, brother. Get yourself together now. We got the sour sop bitters, over 21 natural herbs in that, guaranteed to fortify your wellness, your health, get you together. You see, you've been slacking. That's all right. The general got your back. We also got the black seed toothpaste. We got 5-in-1. Got some ginseng in there. What else they got in there? Got the ginseng. Got some oregano oil, lemongrass, orange peel. Got the golden seal in there. We also got the Mizwak. Yeah, that one got moringa, cinnamon oil, Mizwak, extract, olive oil, honey. That shit off the chain. Yes, indeed it is. So most definitely get on over there and get you some, family. We got some hot and good products for you, family. That's right. Pull the fire alarm. GeneralSeti.com, SETI University, over 2,500 videos, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. We talking about African history, heritage. We talking spirituality, nation building, and much, much more. All the subjects that you know and love from the general. Too raw for you too. When Egypt ruled the earth, Olmec voyages of the Nile, making of the white man, black woman is God, gas, global African supremacy, and so much, much more. Get on over there, family, and become a member today. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon, BTC making noise. We never calm. Exclusive live stream, too hot to handle on YouTube, or just so exquisite that we keep it for our family on Patreon. We got that file up there, 7 greatest power couples of ancient Egypt. And we also got African Avatar, Jedi Knights, and Dragon Warriors occult. Deep, deep. You get ready to swim, family. We're going deep. That's right. And make sure all the family out there donated to the general. I thank you, appreciate you. Any of the family out there would like to donate to the general. All you have to do is click the link on the screen in the video description in the chat. And I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasu Seti. Rock that notification bell. Give a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will bang your ass. Here we go, family. What was the greatest dynasty of ancient Egypt? I should have put that in there. I'm going to have to edit that. Let me get that in there. Let me edit that in there. But that's all right. Y'all know what it is. I edit it. Let me see if I can edit it right now. Let me see if I can edit it. They're gonna say, no, you can't do nothing like that on why you live, General. You think you can do anything. You damn right. And I'm gonna try. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm already live. They say you can't do it right now. You already live. All right, let's go. Let's go to work, family. Now I see, a lot of people they are, automatically, they look at the 18th dynasty, being the greatest dynasty of all time. That's when Egypt was filthy rich. Filthy. I believe in the earlier dynastic periods, it was more wealthy in ancient knowledge. You see, it's and still so even up into the 18th dynasty. But when you get so much wealth and power, you see, you start to fumble with the foundation of what got you to where where you were in the first place. You see, and so when you talk about the 18th dynasty, a lot of them pharaohs was born with all type of treasures already as a baby. They was already filthy rich. Especially when you got to, Amenhotep the third, Queen T, Akhenaten. That's why Akhenaten went to tripping. You see, they was filthy rich and shit. Went to, skydiving and shit. Went up in space and couldn't get him out of space. And it's nothing wrong with doing your cosmic knowledge. But he went up there. He was spooking. He didn't lost the science. He began to lose the science and they went to spooking a little bit, and so it was pharaohs that had to come behind many of them and go back to the root of what it was about. But nevertheless, we cannot knock the greatness of the 18th dynasty. Many great empresses, many great pharaohs that rule in that dynasty from the very first, which we're going to cut into. Matter of fact, let me go right on in. Let me go right on in. Let me see. Is it up there? Well, we got the 18 dynasty. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we might as well dive right on in. We might as well dive right on in. That's right. Here we go. And so, when you starting off that dynasty, of course, the 18th dynasty. Now that's very popular. They got a heavy. When we talk about the greatest now, we talking about the Empress Almost Nefertari, matriarch of the 18th dynasty. Whoa, man, I got to put a point up there for the 18th dynasty. That alone, what we consider the greatest queen of all ancient Egypt, no doubt about it. She is through her bloodline that produced so many great infamous names. You talking about the Tutmosis, Hatshepsut, Amenhotep, yeah, Amenhotep the third. You got Tutmosis the third, Akhenaten, King Tut, Ankhesenaten, all that come through the bloodline of Amos Nefertari. And Amos Nefertari is the most talked about uh, individual in ancient Egypt history. Nobody else was ever talked about. And she was, when she passed into the netherworld, she was deified as the goddess of resurrection. You see, the goddess of resurrection, and she was one of the only documented empresses and queens of ancient Egypt that had her own funerary cult. So they look to Amos Nefertari as the goddess of resurrection. So you couldn't even get back, you couldn't even get into heaven without Amos Nefertari, especially in that Waset, that area of Waset, And so yeah, this is a heavy individual that, we talk about, and she come out of that bloodline of Mentu Hotep. She come out of that bloodline of Mentu Hotep the second, and a lot of time they try to say, well, they were painted black, because they that represented death, which is a damn lie. It represented resurrection. It represented the highest level of divinity. And then it represented the natural color of African people. That's exactly what it was. And so when they say that that black mean devil, was Amenhotep, I believe Amenhotep, he's the first. No, when I'm talking about Amenhotep, Amos the first. That's her divine king husband, the liberator. You see, now this is this divine couple liberated ancient Egypt from the Hyksos. Liberated, he drove them up into Canaan, what they call today Israel. He drove them out of Egypt, okay, along with the leadership of Amos Nefertari, coming from a bloodline of Waset, which were the most powerful district of ancient Egypt. And so they had to have the land free, and so the drive to push the foreigners out of Egypt, it came from this divine couple right here. And so of course you got a very powerful, when you talk about the greatest, you got here probably the greatest couple, divine couple of all ancient Egypt. Now others very well may have been more popular, like Amenhotep the third and Empress Queen T. But see, they inherited their wealth, but it was this divine couple, royal divine and royal couple here. Amos the first, the liberator, Amos Nefertari. You see, the empress of Egypt that, liberated the land. And so, yeah, and so when they say that they, black means devil, Amos died before Amos Nefertari. Why he ain't black? If it means death. You see what I'm saying? She was black. That's all it is, and they hate that, that she was black, and she's not the only one, which we can clearly show, and then they say, Mentu Hotep, he black because he dead, until they showed his daughter who was living getting her hair braided, and she was just as black as he was. They got to stop the line today, and we don't even have to listen. And so yeah, this is great. When we talk about greatness, we most definitely, and you talk about Tutmosis the third, that's coming out of this blood. We can't do everybody, but Tutmosis the third, which was the second generation great grandson, and so that means three, was it 4 generations, 4 generations removed. You see, Tutmosis the third, who pushed the extent of the Egyptian empire further than any one pharaoh at any given time. He pushed the extent, and took it all the way up into, now this ain't even, they just show you where the Hyksos were, but the extent, I got the map right here. This is the map right here to show you where he took it to. He took it all the way up in today what they call Syria. Now that's where they over there bombing right now today. You would look up on the news, and that's where they bombing. But you could see he also took Syria. What I'm talking about? Yeah, Syria, Cyprus. He took some of southern Turkey. He took a lot of them islands over there in the Aegean. No, that's the Ionian Sea. That's the Ionian Sea. So, a lot of them islands over there, right off the eastern, the western coast of Turkey. So that means that they took to the ships. So it wasn't just a land operation. It was also ocean navigation military operation. You see, and so yeah, they took to the seas and they took to the oceans, and this was this is actually his tomb in the Valley of the Kings, and I was blessed to have been in this tomb 3 times. I went in there into the Grand Master's tomb to see, and ask for his blessing. It's a very powerful thing to come home, and commune with the ancestors like that. And another great thing about Tutmosis III. Now we talking about that 18th dynasty that Tutmosis III built. When we talk about the great temple of Karnak, which is the greatest temple in all of Egypt, he extended that temple and added more structures to that temple than any one pharaoh. And so yeah, we talking about the greatest temple in all of Egypt. Now that's great. That's great. Now we going and so but let's go down here, and also we cannot negate Hatshepsut mighty, but that's Amos Nefertari was the great grandmother of Hatshepsut. So when you see Hatshepsut, a lot of people but you got to always go back to Amos Nefertari. You see, you have to always go back to Amos Nefertari. I know, fam, y'all get there. Just keep your mind on it. You feel me? Yeah. So you see right there. So you see that Amos the Liberator would have been the great grandfather of Hatshepsut. I believe that's a matter of fact. I had to go up here and look at that. Let me see. Okay, no, she might have been down there a little further. No, okay, second, that's their son, grandson, great grandson, great grandson, and So yeah, that's right, great. So you're talking about Amos Nefertari would have been the great grandmother of Tutmosis the third and Hatshepsut. Yeah, and Hatshepsut. Let me get down there. That one right there. And so yeah, and then we talking about the illustrious Amenhotep III, the Grand Master of the craft of Amen, the illustrious. They say Amenhotep very well may have carved more statues and more temples and more tombs than any other pharaoh that ever ruled in Egypt. The only other one that could possibly be right there with him is Ramesses II. Those two are 1 and 2, however you want to put 1 and 2. Amenhotep III, Ramesses II put more temples and statues and tombs in Egypt than any one pharaoh. Okay, and so we stack it up, and so of course Akhenaten would have been the son of Amenhotep III. We got Empress Queen T. We got Empress Queen T. And we have to understand that these queens are also empresses, and nobody ever bring that out but the general. You see what I'm saying? They wasn't just queens; they was empresses, because the 18th dynasty was the 18th dynasty was not only the 18th dynasty, but the new kingdom was the age of the empire, where Egypt had went out and had taken over other areas such as Canaan, Syria, up even into Nubia. So this was the age of the empire. And so when you have an empire and you didn't conquer other nations, you see, and now you have an empire. And so but they don't want to equate them with empresses, because at the time when these sisters was ruling, Greece wasn't the first nation in Europe, hadn't even been, it hadn't even originated. It wasn't even no nation yet. You see what I'm saying? So they don't want to say, well, these is empresses, and they don't even have a damn nation yet. So that was embarrassing for them. You see, and so they don't want to equate, these sisters with being empresses. And so, yeah, and so that just to come down here and say this was a very illustrious a marriage, a royal divine couple, Amenhotep the second, and well, actually, I believe it was Amenhotep the third. Yeah, Amenhotep the third and Queen T. And so, this was probably the richest rulership in all of Egypt. Amenhotep the third probably was the richest king of all. Like I say, the only other one is Ramesses the second. And so, yeah, at that time, Egypt was filthy rich. It's just nothing on it. You couldn't even imagine the type of wealth that they possessed at that time. You could just see the tombs. When you go into the Valley of the Kings, which is the New Kingdom burials, then you could just see the wealth. Is mind blowing. You see, and so yeah, and of course we'll go, but that was the last that I'm gonna deal with, because there's a lot of, and I would, but those were the major kings and queens, empresses of the 18th dynasty. I'm gonna pull out of that one, and I'm gonna bring, now let's go in quickly, and we're gonna deal with the fourth dynasty, which is also mind blowing. I believe this dynasty was wealthier in wisdom and knowledge. It wasn't yet an empire, but the knowledge that had come down into Egypt at that time was at least a 500,000 years in technology. You see, so we talking about Khufu, Khafra, and Menkaure. We're gonna also bring in Seneferu. Now, when you talk about when you talk about these pyramids, I'm gonna just tell you, there's nothing like them on the planet Earth. You see, now these kings, and they didn't have the great temples, or they and believe me, they listen to me when I tell you this. The temples in Old Kingdom were just as extravagant, or even more extravagant. But yeah, your time, and you got pillagers and plunderers in there that's doing everything to destroy, and so over a course of time. But even in the annals of history, they talk about a lot of the temples and tombs that were built even during this time, and it was mind blowing. You see, so we talk about the first Khufu. Let's go straight there. Khufu, the largest stone structure ever built on the planet Earth, man. When I tell you, when I saw this pyramid, I could not believe it. I just could not believe what I was seeing. I don't know how, and I know it's just 500,000 years of our people developing, but it's just almost mind is blowing. When you people say mind blowing, this is really mind blowing here. There is, it's how people, just through all the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years developing science and technology to put this here. We were gods, and we still gods. You see, and we have to understand that only gods and goddesses could have put something like that on the planet. Ain't no man we are not mortals. And we wake up from that, we'll see. When I say we are primordial, we can't keep acting like these cave people and we all equal. No, sir. We got to wake up out of that madness. And you feel me? And so you see right here, Khufu, and this is the only because they done stole all the other statues of the king, but this is the only statue, and it's a little small statue. You wouldn't even believe how small this statue is, but it's the only, and he got the largest pyramid on the planet, and here it is, the smallest little statue. Now, this is his son, Khafra. You see his son, Khafra, who constructed the second largest stone structure on, well, yes, it is. It is the second largest stone structure on the planet. Nothing else can compare. Nothing in India, no other ancient civilization got nothing that can compare to it. Don't even talk about it. And our people, all these other civilizations are our civilization. We're not negating them. We're not negating the greatness of the other civilization, but it is what it is. We can't lie. And so when you talk about this pyramid, and it sits up higher than Khufu only because it's on a higher plateau. But Khufu pyramid is larger than Khafra's. But Khafra's pyramid is just as grand, and you can see it got limestone at the top. You feel me? And so that validates that they had a white limestone casing where the sun would shine on these pyramids, and you could probably see them hundreds of miles away, shining in the desert. So we have to give praise to the Grand Master Khafra. We got to give praise to the Grand Master Khafra, one of the greatest pharaohs of all time. His son Menkaure, my son's name, Menkaure, who built the third largest pyramid on Giza Plateau. You understand? But it's not the third largest, but it is the third largest on the Giza Plateau. And don't get me, because the other ones are so big, you would think, wow, this is an enormous building. Even this one is small, it's smaller than the other, but this is an enormous building. And so when you talking about the fourth dynasty, they showed out. There's no doubt about it that they showed out. Now, Menkaure, the grandson, let me get Menkaure back up there. He is the grandson. Khafra is the son, and Khufu is the father. But let me take you to Khufu's father, which is Sneferu. And Sneferu built the world's first true pyramid. This is the red pyramid here. I've been to this one 3 times too. You see, this is the red pyramid, and it is the first true pyramid to be constructed on the planet Earth. And this gave his son Khufu the ability to come behind his father and construct the largest pyramid ever to be built on the planet. Now, I could easily, but Zolja is not in the fourth dynasty. He was in the third. And so, but anyway, those 4, and then I didn't even put the Sneferu had the bent pyramid. This is also Sneferu too. So Sneferu had 2 megalithic pyramids. This is the bent pyramid at Dashur. And I've been to this one. I've been to all of them. I done been to all of them. I've been to all of them 3 times. And so, yeah, so the thing is, from an engineering standpoint, the fourth dynasty is by far, it's there. I don't, I love all the dynasties, and so I try not to put, one over the other, because both of them have, great minds and great, personages, that's mind blowing to the world of history. And so, but, I'm not going to choose, I'm not going to choose a winner because they all winners. They're all winners. You feel what I'm saying? They're all winners. When you look at both, and that's why is when you go to the Kings list and you at Abydos, you see Seti, my Ra Seti. He had the had the kings list at Abydos, and he just all the great kings and empresses that were worthy of praise. He had them up there, and so we'll give the championship to both dynasties because they're both miraculous and they're both inspiring for African people. All right, we got a heavy lineup. The unfinished one, the unfinished pyramid. That's Pepe's. Well, it wasn't. It fell down. It fell down. They tried the outer casing on it, fell down. But I believe Pepe started that pyramid, and if I'm not mistaken, Sneferu tried to do something with that one too. I think he tried to do something with that one too. But the outer casing somehow I don't believe it collapsed. I believe that they literally just them Arabs was over there. Yeah, he they was over there chiseling on the pyramid. Yep, that's right. That's right. That's right. Well, we're gonna talk about it. We just getting started, so I want y'all to come right black. This is General Sarah Soon said. I want y'all to hit up some of them links with the general and come right black because we just getting started for the night. All right. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Pop.